So today we're going to do a reading on Camila Cabello's love life. So I've already shuffled the deck, and it's just going to be past, present, future. So okay, so this is her present. This is okay. So we see that right now she's going through a period of celebration. So something in her life is causing her to gather the people around her to celebrate. I don't know if perhaps there's a birthday or a wedding or something coming up where like people are gathering in order to celebrate. So let's just see. So it's not the start of a new cycle. There could be issues from the past that are preventing her from completing a cycle. Okay, and we see this kind of repeating here. The maybe if there's a past relationship that she hasn't quite gotten over, and so she's kind of holding on to that energy, and that energy is preventing her from manifesting her goals and achieving her goals. There could also be an indication of some manipulation going on in her current life. So there is a celebration going on, but again, she's holding on to something from her past, and that's possibly preventing her from manifesting her goals into the future. So we'll see the past. Yeah, so we saw the start of, I would think maybe it was a business relationship or a relationship that started through business and it offered great potential. And maybe that's what she's so hung up on because this is in the past and we see her stuck. So let's just look for additional information. Yeah, there would have been some kind of a heartbreak or cheating. Yeah, so maybe it started out with great potential, but there was some kind of a deception, maybe a third person in the relationship, and that caused unnecessary heartbreak. Okay, let's see further information on the heartbreak. Yeah. And so I think that that's just in the hands of God now that um, so maybe this relationship started out with a lot of promise, but after the cheating, there was a rebirth that happened, and I don't suspect maybe she's completely gotten over that, but the healing has taken place. But there's just some residual stuff left over from the heartbreak that took place. So in the future, I don't think any like if she does have a future relationship, like I'm not sure if the relationship she's currently in is going to continue to work, but I see that any future relationships, it won't involve somebody that she works with. But here we see the possibility of manipulation. And here we carry on with like a feeling of loneliness and working by themselves and a lack of cooperation with a partner. So let's get additional information. Oh, okay, yeah, there's a potential here. You see this card, you think, I don't want to say that perhaps her future partner is going to be a narcissist, but when you see the King of Cups reversed, on the outside they look very friendly, very nice, everybody loves them, but in private they can kind of be the opposite to that. So with her working on her own, maybe she'll feel isolated in the relationship. Yeah, and it'll lead to changes, a lot of changes that feel really catastrophic, but are in fact necessary. And I suspect that would be the outcome of her isolation. That to get out of that relationship, drastic changes will need to happen, and they'll feel very catastrophic, very destructive and unpleasant. But again, it's very necessary to go through those changes in order to get to a higher self. So let's see if there's any additional information on this individual. The King of Wands. Okay, so this is a very good provider for a family, more of a patriarch. When I asked for additional information on the King of Cups, I got the King of Wands, which makes me think that in his relationship with Camila Cabello, he is perhaps a bit controlling and manipulative, but he does have the potential to be a leader, somebody who kind of has people flocking to him for advice. Like I said, the natural born leader. So he could very well appear one way to other people, but a different way to other people, to Camila Cabello.